Well, hello, my loves, and welcome back. Hope you guys had a great holiday season with families and friends and loved ones. I hope you had a great one, and hope it involved a lot of travel because you're right up in there with me. Love to travel, you guys. It's been a very, very interesting beginning of the year. I've received so many letters from you guys and email and text regarding your CJOs and how well you've done, and how I've also gotten messages from those who graduated. So congratulations to you guys. A lot of them from my airline and some from other airlines too. So it's so exciting to see all of you grow and allow me to coach you into, the person that you're going to be soon, or the person that you are now, following your dreams and just going after what you guys believe in. And I'm just so proud of you guys. I'm literally so proud of you guys. Hugs and kisses. And I just want to make sure that I'm able to share with you guys my knowledge and help you move forward and achieve your dreams. So with that said, let's move on to our topic today, which will be turbulence again. Now, the first video that I posted about turbulence did talk about my perception and how I felt and how to overcome it and how I overcame it. Now, I have a lot of you guys that contacted me privately and asked me and even made posts under my video, my past video, about how they can handle turbulence and what are the best ways to overcome turbulence. So I've got about 8 ways to overcome turbulence, you guys. Make sure you stay tuned. Get a pen and paper if you need to. I will give you 8 tricks how to overcome turbulence and take that flight and be relaxed and comfortable, and little tips and tricks to get you to your destination in a relaxing manner. So stay tuned and I will definitely tell you guys more. So let's get started. So there's a pilot, I won't mention his name, but he quoted that turbulence is uncomfortable, but not dangerous. Okay, it is part of flying and it is not to be feared. So if you guys, I want to start this video by just reminding you guys that turbulence will not have you crash. Okay, it is just, something that the plane goes through when it's up in the air, because of the winds and because of, the way that the flow of the air is going and the way that it's affecting the wings. So it'll kind of create a little bit of movement, but it is not to be feared, you guys. So coming into this, you need to remind yourself of that. So if anything, remember this sentence, okay? Whenever you take your next flight. Now, with that said, number 1, trick number 1, when you're flying, so that you can get over that turbulence fear, clench your buttocks. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I do it all the time. Now, I don't do it when I'm flying. I do it when I'm interviewing. I do it when I'm auditioning for a movie. I do it when I'm in front of a bunch of people and I'm very nervous. Instead of showing it up here, it's happening right down there. So I know it sounds crazy, but if they don't see it, they don't know it. You know it because you are the one squeezing your butt. That's really what I'm saying, you guys. So now the theory behind that is that when you clench, let's say your fist and you let them go, you're feeling very relaxed. But you know how they have like those squeeze balls, you guys, where you squeeze them really hard because you're getting either Botox or you're stressed out, you're going through something. Well, it's the same principle. So as you squeeze your buttocks really, 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 really hard, as you release, you feel that tension, which is getting released, and you feel more relaxed. I know it sounds crazy, but that's why I made it number 1. So number 1, squeeze your butt, you guys. So nobody can see you going, you're just kind of squeezing it and releasing it, and it'll release your stress and it'll help you get through turbulence. Now, Trick number 2, you guys. Write your name on a piece of paper with your opposite hand, your non-dominant hand. So if you are used to writing if you write with your right hand, then you're going to grab your left because you're not used to writing with your left, and you're going to write on a piece of paper. And you're going to write your name, you guys, and you're going to keep writing your name through the turbulence. I know it sounds crazy, but what we're trying to do is we're trying to distract your brain, because if you're using your right hand, you're really using the left side of your brain. So when you swap your pen to the other side, now you're kind of like distracting your brain and using the other half. And by doing so and writing your name, you're kind of concentrating on what you're doing and you are forgetting about the turbulence. Apparently it works really well. A lot of people use that method. So make sure you travel with your pen or ask for a pen. Ask any flight attendant for a pen. Make sure while you're going through that turbulence, squeeze your butt. And if that doesn't work, you guys, grab your pen on the non-dominant hand and start writing your name as many times as you can. Okay, now you don't have to write your name, you can write anything else, but I hear your name works really well and you just keep on writing it over and over and over again. And as you get better, because you're writing it with the opposite hand, I heard that it really, really helps. Now I know a lot of people, they can write easily with 2 hands. I don't think it'll work for you, so stick with the buttocks squeezing. Alrighty, with that said, are you guys ready for number 3? Bing! Number 3, suck on a straw. That's right, you guys. Grab that straw if you have one. If not, I don't think flight attendants have straw. Let me think. They may not, because they may use as weapons. I know it sounds crazy, but we may not have a straw, but make sure you get one at the airport before you go in before you get in on the plane. Grab that straw, you guys, and breathe through the straw. Now, the reasoning behind that is that, let me read it to you so it's more scientifically explained. The idea is that by restricting the flow of air to the lungs, you will avoid hyperventilating due to nerves. Okay, it's really important because when you get nervous, what happens to your respiratory the lung area, you're, oh my God, I'm so nervous. So what's going on? So your breathing accelerates, okay? And you're getting a lot more air and you're stressing out. So by breathing through a straw, and I know it's going to probably look really weird as you're sitting on the plane, but nobody really cares. Nobody's really watching. People are sleeping, reading a book. So, I mean, unless everybody's got their minds, they all set their minds on looking at you, it's rare that that's going to happen. And if somebody does look at you, hey, who cares? You're dealing with your own fear, and we want to make sure you get over your fear and get through that flight easier. So just grab your straw, breathe through it. It will control the air that's coming in, and it'll help you relax, and it'll help you breathe on a more rhythmic way. Oh my God, my English, you guys, that's why I'm French. I don't speak English, but I try, I swear. But anyways, just kind of breathe at a certain pace and it'll just kind of relax you. Now, suck a straw helps a lot. I've heard of that before. It's worked for some people. It may work for you, it may not work for you, but if it doesn't work for you, try tip number 4. All right, tip number 4. Make sure you sit in front of a plane, you guys. Sit in front of a plane, and because the front of a plane has less turbulence than the middle or the back. So the plane, obviously when I'm sitting as a flight attendant, I'm assigned to the back, which is either B or C positioning, for my airline that is. You feel just about every bump, and it's amplified by 10 because the back of the plane seems to be more vulnerable to the movement as opposed to the front. The front is kind of like keeping the plane afloat, and the back, kind of, when you feel that gesture, see how the back moves a lot more than the front would. So it's very important that if you do book your ticket, sit in the front, you guys, because you get so much less of that turbulence feeling, okay? So stick to that. If you can't afford tickets or you bought them too late and you're going to be stuck in the back and there's a bit of available space in the middle, grab the middle, you guys. Anything closer to the front, it's going to help you get through the turbulence. All right. So with that said, Let's go to number 5. Imagine a flight where you're actually enjoying yourself. Okay, so that comes down to visualization, you guys. I think I've spoke about that, and that's how I got over my fear of turbulence before I even started working, and way before that too. So you guys, what you need to do is you need to out loud speak it, and speak it in a positive way. Now, let me give you an example. You could be sitting in your living room and you're about to fly the next morning or that same day. I need you guys to say it out loud. I will walk in the airport. I am sitting down on one of the seats. I will grab a pleasant book. I will be reading my book. Now they will be boarding. I will be walking to the boarding area and with a smile. I will feel a sense of peace. I will be walking in the plane and I'll be sitting down looking at people and chatting and having a great conversation. Now there might be turbulence, but I'll be okay. I'll get over it. Actually, I'm not really supposed to say that, but I'll be sitting and I'll be pleasantly talking to the person next to me. I'll be, enjoying my snacks that I brought on board. I'll be reading a very pleasant book. And as we arrive, I'll be happy because we are there. So that is all, visualization and verbal expression, so to speak. So you kind of combine those two, and the brain, you're confusing the brain because the brain is teaching you to be scared because of the unknown or something you've encountered in the past. And then by saying it out loud, you guys, you're mixing the visualization with the verbal. So it's confusing your brain because your brain is already giving you negative ideas and negative thoughts, but you're saying positive things. So what happens is by combining both, your brain it gets a little confused, but it's gonna kind of overcome your fear by visualizing what you're saying, if that makes any sense. So very important, you guys. Say it out loud, visualize yourself doing these actions. And as you do them, slowly but surely, as you do them, as you get to the airport and they're actually happening, you're gonna see yourself and feel yourself getting better with flying. And, the turbulence may come and go and you'll be like, wow, that wasn't so bad. I thought I'd be more scared of the turbulence that are happening. So hopefully that works for you guys for number 5. Now let's move on to number 6. Boom. Number 6, massage pressure points, you guys. All right. So as you all know, acupuncturists for decades and decades have taught millions of people across the world that we have pressure points in our hands. Okay. And there's 2 ways to relax your body. All right. And one of them is to start with your thumb, and you're going to go right here in the middle. You're going to take your thumb and you're going to put your thumb on the palm, in the palm of your hand. And then what you're going to do is you're going to slowly, from the middle, you're going to slowly push toward your fingers. So we're going to do this. 1, 2, okay, 3, and 4. So slowly you're going to keep doing that, okay? And I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but you'll see big CEOs of companies, when they get really stressed out, you'll see them kind of quietly in their own little corner kind of do that. And it doesn't look like anything, but what they're doing is pressure points, you guys. Now you know. So before a flight, or even as you're sitting down, because we're still, let's say we haven't departed yet and we haven't closed the doors yet. So you guys haven't started flying, you're not on the runway yet, you just got in your seat. You want to take that time. That's if any other little tricks that I'm giving you doesn't work. So you want to sit down, you want to grab your thumb. Again, your thumb is the strongest fingers on your hand. And you want to go in the middle here and you want to kind of push toward your fingers. Okay. So I'll do it real quick. I know it looks it looks better than if you're doing something crazy like breathing through a straw in the corner of a flight. But like I said, anything that works for you, if you got to go to the bathroom to do that, or if you got to hide, or even pretend you're drinking a drink and you just kind of lift your straw and breathe through the straw, you can do that too. If you don't want to look crazy and just have a straw up in the air trying to breathe, because they might think oh my gosh, this person's a little weird. But again, you do this and it's very relaxing, guys. I'm talking to you guys and I'm like, oh. Okay, so if that does not work, or if, it's going to work no matter what. So remember, you have to put some pressure. So you see how my hand is getting kind of wet, not wet, but red. If that doesn't work, then you're going to take your knuckle. Okay. You're gonna go in and you're gonna make little circles. Okay, and you're gonna work your way out as well. So you just kind of go in there because we have a lot of pressure points, you guys, and kind of make your way in. So you can do that like secretly while you're sitting down. Just kind of do your own thing. Nobody's going to be watching you. Kind of, again, put pressure and move your way up to your fingers. You don't have to go all the way up to your fingers. Kind of like go like this and like that. Feels really good, you guys. And you can do that to the other hand as well. We all have pressure points, and you will hit some of the pressure points to make you relax. Like right now I'm talking to you and I'm already mellow. Woo, that really works. All right. So that was point number 6. All right. So I hope that was very informative, you guys. I mean, I've got 2 more, but all right. Number 7, avoid alcohol or fizzy drinks. Okay. So the theory behind that is that alcohol obviously plays mind games. Okay. When you have a little bit to drink, your inhibitions are lowered. You kind of get more chatty. You're more susceptible to be scared. So if you are already scared, it might be amplified by 25. You might get a little more, you know, just whatever you're feeling could be amplified is what I'm trying to say. So if you are scared of flying, drinking may not help you. It might just make things worse, especially if you're one of those that are very sensitive to things. Like if you have a couple of drinks, it might just make you crazy. Now it says also the low cabin air pressure will leave passengers more dehydrated. And as you get more dehydrated, you get lightheaded, and that can cause, you know, crazy thoughts is how they explain it here. So, and I totally agree with them because obviously we're very dehydrated up there. And what happens is when you're dehydrated, your brain does not get the proper fluid to function properly. So imagine being drunk and dehydrated from alcohol and in the cabin air. So not only does your skin get dry, obviously, but you're not functioning the right way as you would. And the last thing you want is to be stressed out, be dehydrated, be drunk, and just not work properly. And when your brain does not work properly, it plays tricks on you. Trust me. All right. So stay away from fizzy drinks and stay away from alcohol, you guys. Fact number 9. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys some facts. Okay, so we're done with 8 tricks and tips. Hopefully that helped a lot. If you guys have more that you can think of, I know guys, some of them, you know, some of you guys may turn to drugs. And when I say drugs, I don't mean the actual drugs, but I mean, you know, some kind of pills to relax you and whatnot. I was trying to stay within the healthy, you know, the healthy solutions of overcoming turbulence. But if you guys want to turn to drugs, it is up to you. I personally don't like to touch anything that hinders my state of mind. So I like to stay as healthy as possible. Now, you, on the other hand, may want to use, you know, over-the-counter drugs to make you relax, or, you know, whatever it is that works for you, you go ahead and you do you. And I'll do me, but I like to teach the easy way and the healthier way to kind of overcome your fear. So I hope that helps. With this said, I will speak to you guys about real facts about flying. And these are named by a pilot, and I might write his name here. So wings will never snap off, you guys. So when you're flying, just know that they'll never just break and fall and we're gonna die. So it's really important. Wings will never fall off or snap off. Okay. Engine failure will never result in a plane plummeting from the sky. So if ever we have an engine failure, just know that that is not the cause of us plummeting or crashing. Okay, very important. All planes can fly with 1 engine. So remember, we have 2 on each wings. Okay, they're usually under the wings. We can fly with 1. Okay, and we can fly without them both. Good to know, right? Yes. So an airplane at cruising altitude where both engines are cut off can glide for 70 miles before it needs to land, you guys. So think about it. It can glide for 70 miles, not 1 or 2, 70 miles before it lands. Now, pilots will use the radar to avoid large clouds. So as we fly, clouds may cause turbulence. So pilots will avoid the large clouds to avoid turbulence. So they want you to have a pleasant flight. So just know that they're always aware of that, and they know people are scared of turbulence. So they want to make the best decision so that you can get out of that flight and be like, thank you. You know, as you leave, you're like, thank you to the flight attendant, and thank you to the pilot. They're usually standing there. You want to thank them for a pleasant flight. Okay, so, and they're doing their best so that you don't get scared. Now, so pilots will use the radar to avoid large clouds, okay? And they will slow down if it gets bumpy. So if they're going pretty fast, okay, I want to say between 200 and 300 miles per hour, if not more. If they're going fast, okay, and they're going through the clouds, and they see that it's very bumpy, they will slow down. And by slowing down, it'll help with the bumpiness, you know. Or they will level out, they will change altitude. So if this altitude is they have crosswinds and it's a little bumpy, they'll go a little higher. So they'll go above that air pocket that's coming in or they're going through, or they'll go lower. So they will adjust so that you're comfortable through the flight. And they will slow down if it gets bumpy to ensure a smoother ride. And even though it sometimes feels as though you've fallen 50 yards, the plane will rise or fall only by a couple of feet during all but the very worst turbulence. So you guys, they're looking out for you. They're not there to make sure that you have the worst ride of your life. They know what they're doing. They are trained to make sure that passengers and comfort comes first. Just like us, flight attendant, we want to make sure passengers are comfortable. So you are in good hands, you guys, okay? So again, nothing will cause us to just fall off the ground for nothing, okay? I just want to make sure you guys know that. And that's about it, you guys. Hopefully that was informative. I mean, I will post now a little quiz. I will put a quiz, and I want you guys to see how I did. It's 15 questions. You guys can take the quiz as well. I do kind of take a few seconds before I answer, so you guys can pause it and answer to see if you get it right. I didn't score too high, which is I'm kind of surprised, but there's a lot of information I didn't know, and now I do thanks to this quiz. So let's take the quiz together, you guys. Let's have fun with it. Let me know how you did out of 15, because there was 15 questions. It's a really quick true or false little quiz, and it's a lot of fun. So I hope this video was informative, you guys. Tell your friends and family, forward this video to the ones that you know are super scared of flying. Again, just know that it's as safe as driving a car, you guys, or even crossing a street. So the odds of a plane just falling off the sky is 0 to 0, like literally. I mean, I'm not saying it never happens, it has, but over the years we've learned from prior crashes and prior incidents, and we've made sure that our planes are a lot safer. So unfortunately, a lot of people had to die. That's so unfortunate. For us to learn how to maintain planes properly and how to make them as safe as possible. So again, let's pray for those, you know, that have perished along the way and have helped us and opened up our safety gateway to our planes today. So again, with that said, God bless everyone. Thank you so much for watching me. Again, Happy New Year, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. And again, if you need some coaching, you guys, because you have an interview coming up, or you have a resume that you just can't get together for some reason, it's just not working every time you submit it, you're not getting any reply, or even coaching because you went to an interview, it just didn't work out, you just couldn't connect with the interviewer, you don't know how to answer the questions, please contact me, flywithshelly@gmail.com. I will make sure I answer all of my emails, and I'll be here to help you guys out. So have a great day, and I have more videos to come, you guys. I made one on how to find crash pads, which I need to upload, and I have another one on how to find jobs online, because I have this website where all the jobs are listed on there, so you know at any given time who's hiring and who's not. So stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the notification bell because I've got some very interesting videos coming up. See you guys. See ya. Bye. Air travel. Can you sort facts from fiction? Let's see here. Let's get started. Number 1, planes fall up to 1,000 feet during severe turbulence. They can't. I believe they can. So I'll say true. Oh, false. They don't. Oh my goodness. Okay. I know they do drop, but I guess it's 50 feet, not 1,000. All right. Number 2, economy class seats are safer than premium. That is false. What? It is true? What? Oh, maybe because they're in the front? Okay. Well, so much. Half of pilots have fallen asleep in the cockpit. I mean, I've seen it where, you know, one takes over and the other one can take a little nap. I don't know about falling asleep, so I'll say true. Yay, I was right. Okay, 4. The brace position doesn't actually save lives. It's designated to kill you quicker and keep insurance payout down. False. Okay, I was right. 5. Airport staff drink your confiscated alcohol. False. They can't do that on the job. True? What? Seriously? How dare them? They're awful. It's awful but smart. Emergency landings happen all the time. Yes, true. Yeah, I was right about that. All right, 7 out of 15. If cabin crew forget to lock the doors, a passenger could theoretically open it at 30. No, false. The pressure will not allow. Yay, I was right. Okay, passengers who die during a flight are usually left in the seat for the remainder of the flight. That is true. Don't ask me how I know that. I just do. That is my job. 9, the toilets are emptied in designated areas, usually over the sea. That is false. Yeah, we do that once we land, you guys, by maintenance and crew. We don't do it in the air. People are more likely to drink tomato juice during a flight than in everyday life. That's true, because I'm one of them. Yay! 11. If lightning strikes your aircraft, you're in trouble. True. False. I heard that they do not go through lightning because it could be dangerous. They go around. But if it strikes your aircraft, I guess you're not in trouble. Okay, that's good. Every plane stocks a pair of handcuffs. Yes, we do. That is true. Yeah. If all the engines fail, the plane would quickly plummet. That's not true. False, because without the engines working, we can still land. All right, I was right. All right, 14. Food actually tastes worse on a plane. That's not true. They actually taste really good. Yeah, I was right. Some foods are amazing, like Avianca airline. That was so good. Oh my God. You're more likely to die from falling out of your bed than in a plane crash. That's so true. Yay, guys. Let's see. I got only 10 out of 15. I sucked. Let's see how you guys did. I hope you guys did better than I did, because being a flight attendant, I should know most of these. Oh my goodness. I did not know that they were allowed to drink the alcohol. I guess they are. That is crazy.